Hi, people! And today, Boss will be reviewing RWBY Grimm Eclipse. I'm here today, joined with Leo.
Hey guys.
And, oh god.
For a terrible start. Okay.
Yeah, I can't
Unlike
edit it.
our Fallout review, Chris has actually made up a little list on Notepad for us actually to follow, so we're not going to go off topic as much.
No, we shouldn't. So, I think we'll start off with the story of the game. That isn't much at the moment, to be fair, is it? I think you'll agree with that.
To be fair, I've played what? I've played just under an hour, and it's just more just a run and gun sort of style, hack and slash. That's the
Hack
word I
and
was looking for.
slash, yes, hack and slash style. There seems to be a plot in it, but unless you've watched RWBY, that Leo hasn't and I have, it's hard to pick up, isn't it?
I have no idea what's going on in that
No,
game. It's just like I'm playing a Devil May Cry style game, and
that's all you care about.
it's good fun.
And you like the puns.
There are a few puns in it, yeah.
Yeah. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do, but I'm not going to say anything.
No. I'll put an image with a pointy finger.
Okay.
I think that would
So
be the best.
that's pretty well the story at the
Yeah, the
moment.
stories. There is a bit of story, and it seems to be put between season 2 end and the season 3 that's just started now. Some filler in between. And it's an original story, so it'll probably explain what happened in the time skip between the two series. That's all well and good for all us RWBY fans. I'm not looking at you, Leo.
I'm gonna watch it. I'll get around to it. Get there eventually.
So, next topic of order is gameplay. I think I'll let Leo start on this one.
Okay, well, gameplay-wise, we'll talk. We've got set subsections of this area, but we'll start off with like the battle system or the fight system that's in it. It plays a lot like Devil May Cry and other hack slash games. So you run around, you button mash buttons to swing weapons and use ranged weaponry, and then there's of course the special moves. So in terms of gameplay, I'd say the fight systems are it's good fun. I would recommend it.
Yeah, the fight system's pretty good. It's not as groundbreaking as Devil May Cry with the combos, and there's certain areas that you have to unlock and upgrade. So it works similar in that way. It's just not as big a massive system as Devil May Cry, would you say?
Well, considering this is a early access game,
Yeah, early
it's
access game. Yeah,
only just come out. For what they've put into it, there's a sort of like a combo system that you hit the enemy and it builds up a times multiplier in the bottom left, and if you get up to a certain amount, it recharges one of your aura abilities. Now, aura abilities.
no,
Sorry, is it
special
aura?
abilities.
Special abilities. Sorry, aura's like the shield bar, isn't it?
Yeah, you got your aura's your shield. Yeah, oh, yeah, your shield. Let's think of it like Halo.
Okay, well, it builds up the special bar meter. You get like 3 charges when you start off with. What I did for the character I played as, and then you can use those, and then they drop down a bar.
Mm. And you can build them up when leveling up, or do whatever you like. That we'll get onto later.
Yep.
And explain it in more detail. So we'll go on to the characters. So there's RWBY, Weiss, Blake, and Yang that all play in their different retrospects. Similar playstyle for all of them, but you got your heavy hitters, you got your master defense, and your speed types basically. I don't know what else I could really say apart from watch a series to understand who each people are.
Each person is, yeah.
Yeah. And there are already more characters, but that's another topic for another time. We can't really say much about them, apart from probably in the clip that I'll show in the background, you'll see each one of them playing in their different styles.
Well, character-wise as well, like each character has their own level up system.
Yeah, they do, and some of them carry over from character, and other ones are unique to that character. Silence.
Yeah.
Silence is dawn. We should have just gone to level design straight away. So we'll go to level design, and it's very generic. Would you say it's just follow the path, do what you're told, kill everything in sight, apart from your teammates, technically.
Definitely. Well,
Would you agree with that?
I would agree with it. Yeah, I mean,
Apart from
level design.
there are hidden areas where you can find special items and XP bonuses if you look
So
for them.
level design wise, it's nice environments.
The levels aren't like overly long, are they? But they're not short and too short. So a level,
Fast enough that you have fun when you're playing it,
yeah,
but there's not really much there, I suppose, at the
yeah,
moment. Like there's boxes to break, and there's things to find, but apart from that, it's more just running around, killing the enemies, and move on to the
yeah.
next area.
And well, it goes straight on to what I want to speak about difficulty. That's the next area, and that like something like Left 4 Dead 2, it scales depending on how many people out of the 4 members you could have are currently playing, and will scale down and scale up depending on how many people join into the match. So you get more enemies, they have more moves, more life, for example. So the game scales very well. Because you only played 2-player, didn't you, with me?
I've only played 2-player with you,
Well,
yeah. So.
I've gone into a full 4-player match, and you see there's like 5-6 times more enemies. So unless you had all 4 people there, you'd be absolutely screwed. And what I like is clever. Even if the host leaves, as soon as one person leaves, it immediately scales down the level. So the next area you go into, there won't be the 4. If say you had 4 players to 3, it won't be 4 players enemies for the rest of the map till it realizes it just goes immediately into that mode without pausing the game. That's lovely, especially when I'm sure Leo's played Left 4 Dead 2 and somebody's left the game suddenly, and then 3 of you are struggling to get it through it because they just ditched on you.
Yep.
That can
Sounds.
result in rage quit sometimes.
I haven't rage quitted yet. We'll see. So.
We'll see. Not on Left 4 Dead 2. I may have once or twice. And that goes on to interface that you were talking about the different character systems, so the level ups. That you said very unique for each player, isn't it? And certain ones get unlocked through different levels and certain achievements, would you call them? Like killing 100 enemies with a certain attack.
Yeah, that'd be. Oh yeah, the unlocks. What are you talking about now?
Yeah.
That can. You're talking about.
Some of them are ridiculously hard, and other ones are very, very simple. And some of them do involve you playing with multiple characters several times to get enough kills at the moment, because there's only 4 levels at the moment.
I have no idea. I've done like what, 1, maybe 2.
Oh yeah, you haven't done
levels.
your first boss yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
No, it's terrifying on your own. Trust me. I was there for at least a good 20 minutes on my own. It was difficult, man. It was heartbreaking.
I'll take your word for it.
Maybe I'll put some... Oh no, I didn't record it. Never mind. So we'll go on to the next big topic. Big topic. Graphics. That every PC gamer cares about. Especially Leo. And his frame rate. Sorry, that was a bit of a dib at you. You're going to get me back in a minute. So, I've already done this, so I'll show off the characters behind what we're talking about now, but what would you say the characters, graphic-wise, look?
I think it's really good.
Yeah, and I think
That's wise.
I've really high quality, and I think it completely stays in style with the series as well. The only issue I have, and I don't think Leo is, when you see it come around, Weiss, who is the white character, seems to constantly glow. I don't know if that's intentional, but it's kind of annoying in the middle of a battle when you just see this white thing glowing past you.
Yeah.
Would it annoy you as well when somebody's really brightly coloured and glowing?
No, I don't think it bothered me that much. I think if it's part of the game, I'm very much.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why it was. If there's a reason for it, and I'm being stupid because I've missed some kind of law, shoot me in the head. Actually, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. I'm sorry.
We're all good. We're all good.
Oh, we're all good. I'm still alive. I must have not said something stupid. Whew. So we're going to enemies as well, and I say they stay in style with the series as well, and the new enemies as well that I've seen, they look awesome as well. As I say, they could be a bit more neatened out, but for something that hack and slash game, you're not going to see them for very long, half of them anyway, because somebody like Leo's going to rush in and kill them.
Yeah. Just running, or hack and slash, just run.
Run and heal
everyone.
them, kill everything, and then you get hit down and go, I need a heal! Because he's just suicided into all of them, killing them all. It works. It works very well. So,
yeah.
See, we're trying to stay on topic. I'm so tempted to go off.
It's very tempting.
We'll go into background then. What do you think of the background?
You kind of like the art style. It's simple, unpleasing, I suppose, the way you could say it.
It's very simplistic.
It's bright and colourful.
Yeah.
Compared to the enemies and the character designs. Like the character designs are like darker shades.
Yeah.
And it really contrasts with the background.
Yeah, I do find the issue. Some people will find it. I don't mind it an issue, but I do see each one has its kind of unique style, and to some people that might annoy them. As in, the characters have their own style, the enemies have their own, and the background has its own style as well. So it's not consistent between each one, is it?
Is it?
It works together. Don't get me wrong, but if you look at it carefully, they're slightly different.
Oh, I've never noticed.
Well, that shows you how observant I am.
I suppose how long have you played this game for now?
10 odd hours. Okay. And I've watched the series, so I know that's the style of how they do it. So, I'm all good with it. If and you like the series, you're not going to mind it at all. If you're somebody who doesn't play it, it might annoy you slightly. Just to put it out there. So we'll go on to our next topic of order. Sound effects. Take it away, Leo.
Sound effects, okay. Well, it's all the stereotypical sound effects you'd have for
This style of game.
swinging swords,
explosions,
gunfire, special moves, like there's an earth move you get and it makes the sound of earth exploding.
and the charge up. Needs where you charge up an attack. Stereotypical. I also have noticed. Well, they got effects, obviously the wind effects and creaking, and your general background effects as well, haven't they? They all work well.
Yeah.
And the feet movement, things like that, all solid. Can't fault it at all.
It's cool. I mean, there's a few issues with the running down hills and running up hills, the leg action.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention that, did we? I'll put a
There's a little
screenshot
bit.
in now. Or moving bit. Yeah, there is a little bit of an issue, but it doesn't affect the gameplay. It's just a niggly bit. The voice acting, I think, is astonishing. It's perfectly suited for the game. Like, it's done to a high quality. Unlike some games I've played in the past. And it's in English. I think that ticks all the boxes, doesn't it? For good voice acting.
Going on what you say, because my comments on the voice acting
Don't exist, do they?
no, it's like, it's voice acting. I haven't watched the series, so I can't compare it.
They did have an issue with you couldn't hear it very well when Leo was playing. They have sorted that now due to the fixed patch one that came out yesterday. They've added a sound effects bar in now, so you can change the explosions and everything. The explosions and the bullet sounds to make them a bit quieter. And that brings us on to music that I'm assuming composed by the person's name that I always forget. Probably put it below in the video because I always forget does all the RWBY soundtrack music, and it sounds really good, and it fits the scenes very, very well, and bursts out into more aggressive music when you're battling people, and then goes back to the calm music of the background, so you barely notice it, don't you? It just makes it so it doesn't end up dead quiet, doesn't it?
It's always got something going on in the background, so it reminds me of what's the game? Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. When there's a soundtrack playing constantly in the background, but it's very quiet. But then when you go into fights, the music kicks up.
Yeah.
So it's like there's two songs. It's like the same song, but they'll have an instrumental playing while you're just running around and doing. When you go into like major fights, it kicks the noise level up, and they'll add the full version, so you'll have the vocalist going as well. So in that sense, it's just the instrumental just gets louder.
Yeah, except for in this game they just decided to change it to a more upbeat music when you enter and fade one in and fade the other one out. That's done very well as well. So, overall, at the moment, Leo, before we get on to the niggly bits we might want to add, because it's a greenlit game on Steam, probably a link in the description of where to get it if you want to get it, what would you give it a rating out of 10 at the moment?
For fun, I'd give it like a 7, 8. Overall, probably give it a 7. I mean, personally, I'd like to give it higher, but because I haven't really seen RWBY, I can't really give it I can't really say my opinion is valid. It's like I can just say it's a fun game to play.
Don't worry, people, I'll educate him. I'll educate him. I will sit him down, I will tie him to a chair, and I will make him watch the first episode 5 times before he says, I really want to watch this series.
Doesn't take that long. We sat and watched No Game No Life, and I was hooked the first episode.
Oh yeah, I can't believe I managed to get that through to you. I'm going to give it 2 ratings just because I would say, yeah, at the moment it's a 7 out of 10 if I was just going on a normal gameplay. But if you're a RWBY fan, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 just because it's a RWBY game and you're not going to get another probably. So and it's awesome. Is that? Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah, you can.
RWBY rated 10 out of 10. RWBY will agree with me.
Boss's rating is 10 out of 10.
No. But so I will say Boss's rating is 7 out of 10 because we both agree on that this time. No half figures.
No half figures.
7 out of 10 at the moment, and when it's fully released, we'll probably do another one of these, won't we?
Tell you what, we'll do another review of this game. But
when it's fully released.
I'll watch the series, and then I'll come back, and then we'll do another review, and I can actually compare.
And hopefully by that time they would have released more content, and we can talk about that more.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Because now because it's a pre-release game, we can talk about what bits we want them to add. And the first one that was on my list has already been done, as I said. Add more sound options. Already done. 3 days into it. Good job, Rooster Teeth, and the one guy working on it, coding. I give you a thumbs up.
Thumbs up out of 10.
10 out of 10 on putting a sound effects bar in. So, the next one, I know a lot of people will be moaning about this as well from what I've seen. It's a single player mode. That is somewhere that you can play it on your own or with a bunch of friends that you save and you can save the game. Because at the moment you can't, can you? And Leo's gone quiet.
I haven't gone quiet. No, there's no save function here. It saves your level and stuff, but it doesn't save your progress. You just sort of have to keep playing through.
Yeah, and you'll keep your stats, but you always start at level 1 or the highest level of the person's group that you join, and you reset every time you start from the beginning again, basically. So that's a bit of everyone wanting to actually play the game, but I'm sure they'll add it in when the game's complete, and you can just go for the story then. Because at the moment it's not complete anyway, so. And the one that my mate who was playing it earlier said, a survival mode. That's more your style, isn't it, Leo? Seeing how many waves you can survive.
I do enjoy those survival modes. They're good fun.
And I think it would be a great idea since the original RWBY Eclipse game that was made by the person who's probably coding it now. I'm not going to say because I don't know, but was originally that style. Survival mode to see how many rounds you can survive in this arena. And I would love if they put that back in. And I've already mentioned the next one on my nitpick list was save on a single player campaign and on multiplayer. Level select, like you do in any other game like this, such as Left 4 Dead. Once you've got to that level, you can pick it again, can't you? And start from there. The people who, probably when they finish it, don't have 12 hours to spend on the story in one sitting. Because that's not going to happen, is it?
Well, you say that.
Trying to make it sound like we don't play games constantly.
Good luck with that one.
Shut up.
Yeah, I mean, another one, like Steam cards and awards, would be great fun.
Yeah. When
And continuing the awards thing, like another category is getting new outfits or attires for the characters through DLC measures or completing difficult missions, which would tie in with the awards idea. And like playing, like say you play 10 hours, you get an outfit.
You get their school uniforms. Just put it out there, something like that.
There's a school part to this anime?
Yes, it's all set in a school.
I didn't know that.
That's it. Seriously, after this, I'm going to educate you.
I don't know anything about RWBY.
You can at least watch the first 3 episodes. It's only half an hour. Yes, and I was thinking on the part of character designs, is that you could get the community involved, because a lot of people don't have multiple clothes in the series for other players, and could get them to design outfits, specialized outfits that you can unlock to get the community involved. That I think would be a great idea. Those artists out there can really show off their colours and bring to the game something amazing. And I'm sure you wouldn't mind that, would you either?
I think it'd be great.
You'll probably play with them in their swimsuits. Oh, sorry, I had a bit of a cold then. Someone just came over me.
What about?
Nothing.
Are you talking about that joke thing I did at Comic-Con?
No, don't worry. People would catch it. Not my cold. So, as a fan of RWBY, I would say is to add more of the teams and characters into the game. Because I know as the main RWBY team is amazing and I can't criticize them at all, it would be nice to play as Team Juniper, playing as John, or damn it, Ren, or something like that, playing as a male character, as Leo would probably like to do at some point.
That's why that's one of the first things I did. There are no male guys in this game.
You can play as the resident ninja.
Hello, I am a ninja. It's got an anime.
I'm not even going to go there. We'll just leave it at that. And the final thing, it's only a small tweak, and I've actually done something about it in the bottom to kind of show off what I mean, is when you're selecting characters to have that empty space filled up with some character art. Because I noticed it when you were picking, since you had to go down the list and select each one of them constantly, didn't you?
Try and find one of those.
But if you were playing in a multiplayer thing, the chances that they're going to allow you to do that is slim to none. As soon as you select a character, they're going to hit go, aren't they? And whatever character you accidentally clicked on first is what you're going to have to play as. That would annoy the hell out of you, wouldn't it? After you realise it was such a better character that you'd rather have been playing as you see somebody else playing as them. Because you played as Blake, didn't you, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, I played as Blake, yeah.
Yep. And
somebody asked me about the characters and that.
Yeah, luckily I kind of understood and said, which colour do you want to go for? And it kind of just suited you, because as soon as I said black, there you go. Straight to that person. So that was my little nitpicks, and obviously the little fixes with walking and game shuttering occasionally. Can you actually hear the guy speaking?
Yeah.
Apart from that, the game is actually solid. Or do you want me to explain? absolutely solid, and it's only nitpicks and things they could add into the game that we're really concerned about, isn't it? That will probably come as they build the game up anyway. So I don't see why we're really complaining. It's more informing Rooster Teeth what we want in there. Look into my eyes. You will add these bits. So, boss rating of 7 out of 10, and we'll do another one when Leo's actually watched the series and actually understands half the shit I'm talking about.
I've lost this entire review, I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what you're talking about.
But opinion on it as well.
My opinion is just a general game.
I would have a very biased opinion to this game. That, like, if I went and talked about Devil May Cry, if I told him it was a rubbish game, he'd probably come over here, drive over here, and slap me in the face. If he had a car. Take the bus over here and slap me in the face, wouldn't you?
Depends which Devil May Cry you're talking about.
Just as a franchise.
But the franchise has a
We'll stop there,
now.
we'll stop there, we're going off topic. So we'll leave it as 7 out of 10, and we'll catch you next time. So,
catch you in the next review, guys, or gameplay.
As I always say, bunch of spanners away!
Oh god.